Your story on 947 Drive.
With Tando.
Getting up close and personal.
With the people behind the stories.
Your story, Jay. And today's guest has spent more than 2 decades proving that success isn't something that you inherit. It's something that you build, from breaking barriers as one of South Africa's first female superstar DJs to becoming an award-winning producer, entrepreneur, and businesswoman. She's turned passion into purpose and influence into legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Zinhle.
It's all the stories that matter.
And the people behind them.
You're plugged into
Your Story on 947 Drive with Tando.
Her Majesty, the Queen is in the booth. Come to the dance floor.
My name is... Well, I'm DJ Zinhle, I'm a club DJ, but also I own a female DJ school for girls called Fuse Academy. But otherwise, I'm just a girl born in Natal who's moved to Joburg to chase a dream. The first time I met Oskido, I booked him for an event via SAB, and Oskido had no idea who I was. I mean, I was a brand rep when he met me. People think they know me because of what they read about me. There's so much more to me. I'm a powerhouse. I'll show you.
It's all the stories that matter.
And the people behind them.
You're plugged into
Your Story on 947 Drive with Tando.
She joins us in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Zinhle. I mean, you're in the building pretty much every other week.
Yes, I like the snacks here.
Well, we like to have you here. Yeah. But I think in all the times that you've come, we've never had this sit down and this conversation.
No.
And I mean,
we always have a sit down privately in the room,
yes.
You and I.
After the show, Zinhle is giving me all of the advice as well as all of the
We're
juice.
just complaining to each other.
And I'm also trying to remember, like, when was the first time I met you? And I can't pinpoint it. But you
booked me for a gig. Was it in Botswana or?
I booked, yes, because I used to do that, didn't I?
What?
Yeah,
yes.
I used to be. There was an event I was booking a bunch of artists in for Botswana, and I think you're right. You were one of them, and it's funny because that's also what you used to do. You used to book artists allegedly, apparently. So SAB, where you had to then find
Mosquito,
yes, and that's how your relationship with Mosquito sort of started.
Yeah, I worked for SAB. I was in brands, so we did a lot of activations. I was doing a Mela activation in Mamelodi. And Mosquito was one of the people that was going to play at the event, but he was supposed to play like much later in the day after we had done the activation. But he came early because he double booked himself somehow.
Okay.
And he was just like, he figured out, let me play right now. I'm just like, no one has arrived. But I didn't remember what happened after that, but that's how I met Mosquito.
Wow.
And I was doing a lot of that work, and I think that was another entry into the industry for me, like just meeting people through that job.
I was 2 years old when I found out you initially wanted to be a TV presenter.
Yo.
So where did you want to present?
I wanted to present on your TV because I just had the idea that they were getting freebies.
I mean, this is true. They were getting freebies.
They were getting. Well, I mean, now you know it's not free. Nothing is free.
No, nothing is free.
So I just had that idea that if I'm on your TV or any of these, because on Tube or Dab
and KTV,
that I'd get free stuff. And I found out that it was actual work when I went to study, to do just a short course on TV presenting. I realized it's not a thing you just do. It's a skill. It's actually like we have your phone and do this thing.
So then, when do you segue into DJing instead of TV presenting? And do you sort of give up on the TV presenting dream?
So I did the TV presenting while I was still in high school, going and enrolling to do something about that. And then I was like, I'm bad at it. I left it. And then I came back to Joburg because I'm from Natal. Came back to Joburg to study at UJ. And when I graduated, I moved in with my brother, Zinhle, who had turntables in the house. And he's the one who taught me how to DJ.
And Zinhle is still by your side to this day?
Zinhle is by my side, but people confuse Zinhle and Zinhle.
Okay.
Zinhle is the older one who taught me how to DJ and then managed me for like many years. Zinhle is the one that I'm on the road and everywhere with.
So at what point then do you get I imagine the big turning point was Chiga Machiga, which again I was 2 years old. You were the resident DJ on Chiga Machiga.
I didn't
know.
How old were you guys?
I was a baby.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I was working at SAB and I remember I used to watch the TV show and I think okay, there's female DJs, and good to know, but like, now I understand because I was on the show after. They always used to look so serious, and I thought if I got the job, I'd have so much fun, and I'd always just think about how I'm gonna take the job from them. And God made it happen somehow.
How did you end up on Chigamaji?
I just got a call from Tabo, and Tabo was like, "This is Tabo from what was the production house? I remember just now." And Mpoma Boy told us that you're a good DJ, so we want to come meet you in Pretoria and see if you can shoot with us this weekend. Okay, it's Friday today, but okay, sure. They came to the office at SAP to meet me, actually.
Hey,
and then after they left, because I was like, I'm going to do it, I called Tebe to say I need all the music you can give me, because I was mostly playing on vinyl.
How did you know these people at this point?
Because of the SAP job.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, give me all the music that you have. So he gave me all the music that he had. I took music for my brother, and I still somehow did play vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Some of the songs were on vinyl.
Yeah.
For like when I was still stupid about it, obviously, because it was such a quick show. Like songs were playing for 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and now I understood vinyl. Why those girls were so serious. Because yes. And I was excited to be famous or known at the time, but I was also not so excited because people would criticize the DJ a lot. Because you'd get a brief for like the segments to say you play them a good fast song, and then you need to give them because they're supposed to be like they need to be adaptable if they're dancing. So play them a good maybe dance song, and then play them a hip hop song so that we can see if they can dance to hip hop. And then play them a different genre. But when you change songs and you switch songs, people are like, the DJ sucks.
DJ sucks.
Yeah.
Also, it's a point where there aren't many female DJs. If memory serves me, it was you and DJ Sindor that were the two known female DJs.
Yes, known, yes. And, but there were a lot.
And I think a lot of people try to almost rival the two of you and almost pitch you against one another.
I think it's just something that people thought was supposed to happen. You know, she was positioned as a DJ from Durban. Even though I'm born in Natal, I was positioned as a DJ from Joburg. So it was just like Joburg versus Durban. Kalawa versus what was Tira's thingy? Label.
Durban's finest. No, that's the event.
Durban rocks.
No, guys.
Yes, that one.
No, yeah.
And I mean, if you look at Kalawa Jasmine, the sort of, artists that were under Mafiki Zolo, Pumshaga, Bongo Muffin, Professor, Trompis, Busiswa, Uhuru, which Maporisa was a part of. These are big names. Obviously, when Oskido comes to you and says, this is what I think we should do, what's your reaction?
So before Oskido, I had met Christos. And Christos was the first guy that I had a conversation with about my DJing, about just like someone who's going to manage me, because I had been moving with my brother, doing small shows here and there. I think at the time I hadn't even gotten into Chigamaji, I can't remember. But Christos was the first guy I met, because when I met Black Coffee, he was just like, I need to introduce you to this guy who's going to build your career.
Yeah.
But when I met Christos, he's like, quit your job. Let's do this. I'm like, my brother. It's not going to happen. And then much later when I met Oskido, he was, I guess, not so keen to take over my thing and do all the work right now. He was just like, keep your job.
Yeah.
And we'll
do this on the side.
But you have a passport. I'm like, no. He's like, you need to get a passport because we're going to London in a few weeks. And he was just, he started going. I was like, okay, Oscar, let's do it. But that's how I met Oscar. And the reason he even knew about my DJing, because remember the first time I met him, he was DJing for me. He didn't know that I was a DJ. So there was a birthday party for a radio station that I was booked for.
YFM?
It was their ninth birthday party, and I'm sure they're 90 by now. So that's how long I've been DJing. And he was asked to book me. And then when I got there, he's like, aren't you the girl who works at SAP? I'm like, yes. So what are you doing at my show? Don't mess up my show. I'm like, okay, cool. So he saw me play, and it was cool. And after that, he was just like, I'm going to plug you whenever I need a DJ.
And I mean, you then went on to plug other people. I remember Fuse Academy so very well. You guys were in Bromfontein, if I'm correct.
We were in Melville.
That's that area. What made you start Fuse Academy?
I thought I needed company, one.
Yeah.
I thought I needed the industry to grow. I also started getting calls. Once I started getting traction as a DJ, moms would call and say, my dad wants to be a DJ, but I don't get what this is about. And then I just maybe thought it was a good business idea at the time because there were so many people asking where I learned. And I also didn't want to invest in men because I felt like the industry was so advanced in terms of like the male talent.
Yeah.
But for us, there was just
nothing.
like a few of us. So I felt like I needed to strengthen our position in the industry.
I think that's so
by just
revolutionary
planting
because
more people.
For some people, if you are basically running a monopoly where you are the only female, why open the doors where money could be taken away from you? So I think that's actually revolutionary and very forward thinking.
Thank you. Yeah,
of
I mean,
you.
I used to move with people like DJ Shirley, DJ Tops, and they were very welcoming when I started, and they were very big on let's do this thing together because there's so few of us. There is no point in fighting. But when I looked at it, I thought, okay, it's great that there's Sindo and Tops and Lady Leah and a few other DJs, but wouldn't it be iconic if there was just so many girls that it was normal?
And that's where we are right now, right?
Yeah. So a lot of the girls did come to Fuse Academy and you see them out there, but I think also just through that, more girls gained the confidence to just like approach this thing and try it out.
Who are some of the girls who went to
Miss
Fuse?
Cosmo was there.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a lot of people. Who else did us?
Why are you laughing?
I can't remember anything today. I'm so
No, that's
fried.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, but we have a lot of girls that when they still meet girls, they're like, I went to your school. I mean, we ran it for 10 years.
Sure.
So there's a lot of girls that came through our school.
We're in conversation with DJ Zinhle. If you don't know who that is,
Her Majesty,
she's the Queen. Royal Highness.
hard rock. Her Majesty.
You actually cite this song as being the one that changed the trajectory of your career because this song dropped and things were never the same again.
They were never the same. I think that was when like also we were starting to really understand the power of like social media and Twitter. Because I remember just seeing the song on Twitter and thinking, what is going on? Like everyone is talking about this song. So it was definitely the first song. I had Pepe before we done music video. The song did well, but this is definitely the song.
How
that
did it come
started
about?
all. Maporisa and I were sitting in studio after like a long Kalawa night, and he's like, I've got an idea. You wanted to release a song. Let's do something, but you need to go to the booth. I'm like, I'm doing everything, but I'm not going into the booth. He's like, no, just go say Zinhle. My name is. And then he was back, Zinhle. And then the beat was going, obviously. And we thought, we've got the song. We arranged it. We're like, Oscar, we done with the song? He's like, no, you guys crazy. You need a vocalist on the song. So we're like, no, but it's done. I even took it to like back to my DJ school to like play it to my people. And Oscar's like, no, I've got this girl. She's going to come. Like, I saw her at some show. She's going to come tomorrow to record the song. And Busiso flew in and finished the song.
I also feel like after the song, we started hearing a whole lot more of songs that sounded like this with a female vocalist with that almost chanting.
Yes, because
like
there was
almost-
Shigubu after
Yes,
that.
Shigubu.
Yes, there were a few
Correct.
other songs. Yes, you're right. Yeah. I guess because the song was so big, it was gonna start something.
Yeah.
But I think the poetry thing was also there because there was also like Urongo before that. You know what I mean? So I think the spoken word thing was in there.
How did it change your personal life? Because, I mean, sure, you were a known DJ. People knew who you were. But after this, where in this song, we are chanting who you are, and you've created, I almost feel like you told people how to come at you with that track.
Oh, well,
Were you-
thank God we so did. But I think we were really guarded at Galawa. Just like containing everything you were doing, how you think about things, how you process things. We were around other artists a lot, like bigger artists, like Bongo Muffin, Zonke, Winnie Kumalo. So I definitely had a big song, but I didn't think like I was like killing it.
Yeah.
I just thought, okay, I have a good song, a big song, and it's doing well. I'm getting bookings, but I never understood how big it was. Yeah, well, like I just didn't get, because I was around so many iconic people. I mean, at the time, Professor was running on like 7-8 hits.
Sure.
Like Siga Mareza, like like he was.
Oh, what a
on-
time in music that
Bro,
was, eh?
there was, we also, even at Galawa, like we knew who the people were. Like when we had our own parties, like there's going to be professors going to perform with character. Then there's going to be Tebe. Then there's going to
Do
be
you think
this,
that
and then
exists
Black
anymore?
Motion.
That sort of unity amongst artists signed under like a label? I feel like
I think I saw Focalistic running like that. I saw my Press and guys running like that. I feel like the reason I throw so many parties is because of that history that I have of just like testing the music within our own people first before taking it out. And that was what Kala was doing before. But like, just to answer your question, I don't think I knew that well how big the song was.
Yeah. No, it was huge. I mean, the year was, 2013. I have to touch on this. Obviously, that's the year you met your first, I don't know, was it the first love of your life?
No.
Who was it? Who was, oh, there was also, what was that guy's name? The Indian, the Indian guy.
He was after.
Was that before or after?
What?
It was after.
Yeah. What? I can't believe you're going
I just literally remembered him.
That is terrible.
How did you and Keenan meet?
We met at a show. Where else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Why you asking?
I don't know. I've never asked. I mean, and I don't want to dive too
Yes,
much
please.
into that.
Yeah.
But he is the father of your child,
yeah.
Cairo, your firstborn baby.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that pregnancy and what that journey was like at that time.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I was working now. I was moving. Like I had a song that was doing well. Or I think Umlilo was before Cairo.
It was just before Cairo.
Yeah. So
I
I
love
was
how I'm
obviously,
saying it.
my timelines are really off. I was obviously moving. Even Era was growing. I was doing all these great things, but I just had spoken to one of my friend's aunts who was just like, so you really don't have kids? I'm like, no. She's like, no, don't do that. Don't be weird. Go have a baby.
How old are you at this point, if I may?
I was 32,
Okay.
I think. And she's just like, go have a baby. Like, just go have a baby. Like, just do it. Like, you don't need, like, the father. You are successful enough. Just have a baby because you're going to struggle. And then one of my aunts, actually, now that I remember, not even aunt, like, but my mom's best friend was dying, and she wanted to talk to me about me not wanting to have kids. So she called me. I went to Ladysmith to meet with her twice, I think. And she's like, I don't want you to think this idea of you not having kids is actually amazing. Like, you need to have kids. I don't have kids. And I have all the success and I have no one to share it with. So just those conversations then convinced me that I maybe needed to have a baby, but I had no wish to have a baby.
I think that's the thing with women, and you see it in like your 30s. I mean, I'm probably there, where you've almost done everything in your career that you've dreamed of doing, and it's like, cool. What is this all for? And who is this all for? Do you think that conversation then changed your mind?
It did change my mind. I mean, I was doing well for myself, but I just don't think I had as much direction as I did after I had Cairo. But and also I was so scared. I had been so scared of the idea. And I remember Anposha just simplified it to be like, no, you'll be fine.
Weren't you afraid that you were going to like become a mother and relax after baby? Do you know what I mean? Like Msisi always says, if I have a child, I'll probably just stay at home. And I'm like,
No.
probably not.
Is that what you say
Yeah.
about you? Hey. That's rude.
You'll never
We don't
hear
have
on
your
the
own
radio.
charger, that's why.
Hey, I'm just.
Because you don't have your own charger.
But that was never a thought in your mind?
No. That's why even when I knew I was pregnant, because then it was intentional, I started thinking about how I would sustain myself, how I would continue working. And I think that's why I hid my pregnancy for such a long time, so that I could continue working. And I think at the time it wasn't so hard to hide things. I mean, you've been hiding things for a long time.
Wow!
Yep, it is true.
Okay, thank you for
Yes.
making me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, but I mean, that was the era of celebrity that we come from. You know, you could hide things. You're supposed to hide things. It was exclusive. It was like,
Yeah. Except in that same era, you had a blog post, Moments by DJ Zinhle, remember?
Yes.
And you spoke about your journey.
Yeah.
And at some point, if my memory serves me, there was something about 24 hours on social media. Do you remember that?
I didn't remember. What was it? Tell me.
There was someone who had said they're giving it to
You are terrible. Oh my God.
So, of course, these are things that, you want to...
That conversation died last decade.
But what I'm saying is, I don't imagine you meant malice in fact, I know you didn't mean
I mean,
malice. You're not a
once
malicious
baby.
person.
Yeah. I think I was responding to the situation at the time. And I've been saying for years, that's how I should have responded to the whole situation, right? But like now, as an older person, like who values peace,
Yeah.
I realized I was acting from a place of being hurt, and I could have done better also on my side.
What would you have done differently?
I think I could have left it alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
just play itself out. And I think that's where I am generally
Yeah.
about life now, about how things work. I don't get involved in things
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to be involved in because it's not my thing. It's not my jazz.
Also, you realize you're just adding volume to the
Babe,
noise.
like music volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you speak, then people stop to actually
Yeah,
listen.
it just wasn't. So it's just a weird display
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
of whatever we're doing at the time. Yeah.
Another one of your babies, Era by DJ Zinhle,
Yes,
which
yes,
is
yes.
probably one of my favorite chapters. And I think when we have conversations, it's what we speak
Yeah,
about
yeah.
most of the time. And
Yeah.
it's the first time we really, I mean, before that, you had done the interior decoration company, remember?
After I
Was it-
did the DJ school before,
Uh-huh.
and then it was Era by DJ Zinhle. That's been running throughout, and then in between that, I've done like the interior thing. I've done the sparkling wine. I've done a few other things.
Where did that come from? Where did that zest for entrepreneurship come from, do you think?
I've never really had it like that, but once I started trying things with business, once they started taking shape, I thought, okay,
What's
what
happening
else can
here?
I do
Yeah.
here? And bit by bit, I just started bringing things in and changing things around. I mean, we speak about it all the time. I have been like on a journey of learning and building things for the last 12 years in business, learning it myself. I mean, I used to say Google built my business.
100%.
They wrote thank God for ChatGPT.
I was
now.
about to say, now we have
Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you had to like figure these things out. And I think that's how I learned. Find contracts online.
Yeah.
And act like you have a lawyer. Oh, I look at departments looking at it.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you are the
the
legal
one.
department. Yeah. But I had to learn so many things. And the more I learned, the more I could just move around and do amazing things. So I think that it's not like I always had it. It's not like I always wanted
But you
to
started
be
a
into
movement with Era in the most beautiful way.
Stunning, yes,
you
thank
see,
you.
South African girlies rocking
Yeah,
Era
yeah.
everywhere
Thank you.
that you go. Why do you think it's been so successful?
I think it's successful because it is, number one, catering for a market that I think has been just a little bit neglected. There's been brands that are doing it, but I don't think anyone's been doing it the way we have been doing it, in terms of like just intentionally bringing a brand that can give you accessories in the way that you do. Maybe you can buy a luxury brand and buy whatever, but like we have also just figured a way to take luxury and accessibility and just meet halfway and say, okay, you want a good looking earring, you want a luxurious earring, but you also want it at an affordable price, but you also want to be part of a community that represents something. So this is Era. So that's why we say our brand is accessible luxury.
Yeah.
You know, the girls want to look good, they want to feel like they belong. And I feel like because I wear the brand with so much pride and it's part of my story, it has become a part of a lot of girl stories. It's a part of, like, it's a girl that wants success for herself. It's a girl that knows what she wants. It's a girl that's after something for herself. So, but our designs are also iconic. They're so good.
Yeah. And it started off as a watch brand where it's our time was your slogan. So as to say, and you speak about how that was important to you because time is important. And I think that drives you, the fact that time, and I think a lot of people don't realize that we're only here for a limited period of time.
Yeah, I feel like time is nothing. We are planning Z Nation Fest for like Sunday, in 2 days. But I feel like I was here like a few months ago. It doesn't feel like I was here a long time ago to promote the festival last year.
Yeah.
Because time just feels like it moves so fast. So there are a lot of ideas and concepts around time, and they govern a lot of the things that we do, whether we notice it or not. And for me, with Era, I was trying to just bring light to a time where women are taking over. Like where women are like able to say, you know what, this is my time and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to be whoever I want to be. And I was just like, this is your time. Let's do this thing. I recognize that now is my time. I'm a DJ in a male-dominated industry, but now it's my time.
100%.
Yeah.
It is your time. I would like us to speak about the time you met your husband.
Yes.
We'll talk about it next. We're in conversation with DJ Zinhle for Yourstory. And it's beautiful because it's Women's Day, of course, this coming weekend. And I think you are definitely one of the most incredible women to come out of South Africa. You're a trailblazer. I think people mustn't undermine mine, the fact that because you are a relative today, that you are a Mafigizolo and that you just arrived. And I think a lot of people confuse that because you're in our faces in the same way you would have been 10 years ago. You've managed to, sustain the test of time.
Yeah,
How do you think you've managed to, I mean, you went from, like you said, vinyls to CDs to USBs, house to Afro to piano.
I think that evolution is much easier than like just trying to stay relevant with all the different genres of music that have been coming out or rising during the time I've been a DJ. And luckily, like house music or dance music has always been like a thing that will just always be at the center of all the music. But I remember very clearly when Amapiano started picking up, all of us were just like, oh, we are done.
Yeah, like, that's it for us.
Let's pack.
Yeah.
And I remember my brother was like, come to the other side. Come to the other side and you got to stop. I'm like, I'm going to take my chances. But just staying relevant's always been something I have to think about. Like, how do I keep myself known or relevant or like, I don't know, fresh to the ear? Like 23 years later. And I think my marketing background has helped me a lot in that. And also just trying things. They say it's a humiliation ritual, but you have to try these things. And I've been trying different things, and once something works, then I will then carry on with that. But I also keep a very young team around me. You've seen.
Yes.
Like, look at Sam.
Yes.
Like, I keep a very young team around me because I feel like those people know what's happening and they're going to tell you where things are at. So my team and my marketing background have been really instrumental. But I also feel like I have a specific sound musically that I trust, that I enjoy myself, that I feel like a lot of people like. So I've stuck to that.
You're also very experimental. I mean, you went and did a reality show.
Yes, because I was pregnant.
Yes, and the second baby now.
Yeah.
And this was almost your announcement to the world. Why were you comfortable with playing that out? Because obviously it was different from the Cairo pregnancy, which was the opposite.
Yes, but I was just like, I'm pregnant and I can't not be working. So the best thing I can do right now is do a reality show. And literally, if it wasn't for Senti's pregnancy, the pregnancy with Senti, I would have never done the show.
But you went on to then do 3 seasons of the show.
Hey, it was working for Ira and the festival. Come on.
Yeah.
It did a lot for us, just, I feel like it also did a lot for me, just like personalizing my brand even more. I feel like I connected with besties a lot more. Ira grew incredibly, and the festival also was happening during the last season of the show, and that helped a lot in just building the first year of the festival. So business-wise, it just started making a lot of sense. And I thought, okay, this is a lot to do. You've done it. There are times where you just like,
Okay, we hear business-wise it worked. How did Zinhle feel about it? Because it's very invasive.
It is super invasive. But once I've made up my mind about how we are going to put on a show, which is part of our job, then you can't stop me.
Yeah.
I remember Bongani and I met, I fell pregnant, and the next thing, there's a reality show. He didn't even have a chance to think about it properly. I was just like, it's happening, babe.
I mean, you guys
It's
would have
happening.
obviously known each other for many years.
Yeah.
But at what point is he saying, "Show my bebeza"?
I don't know if he necessarily said show my babies. I don't know if most of the men that I've been with ever really said. I just decided that that's the one, and then.
So are you the one saying show my bebeza?
Yes, yes. Just look me up. I say show my babies. And it's I went to a show. I think it was in Bloom, and I was single. And I was performing. Oh, yeah. And then I asked, because when you're a DJ, you're supposed to find out if there are other people performing after you because you don't want to play their songs. So it's like, who's playing after me? They said Black Motion. I was like,
Can't play Black Motion songs now.
Not even. Just like, I've always had this thing about playing in front of Black Motion because they've always been so brilliant. And also at Galawa, they were held like at such a high position. Like everyone would perform. You remember I was telling you, like, Professor Tebe, but to close the show,
Black Motion.
Black Motion, and they'll just take their time, and you felt like they trusted themselves, and they didn't have to impress you with anything. They'll just play you the music. So we always knew they were iconic. But now I'm supposed to play in front of Black Motion. I mean, there's a lot of people that I feel that way about right now, where I'm just like, I'm supposed to play in front of this people. I'm gonna struggle.
Like who?
I don't know. I'm just generally scared of artists. I don't know. Just like most artists. Like I prefer when I'm just the only headlining act.
Okay.
If there are other people, I'm just like, oh. And then now I'm like, because I'm competitive, then I'm gonna kill the show because I'm not gonna die in front of you. But that's not the
Back to the question.
So I'm like, oh, now I have to kill the show even more. So I kill the show and then I go to where they were chilling before they went on. And then he was wearing a leather jacket. I was like, oh, shoot, I like your jacket. He was like, oh, thank you. And he was a nice guy about it. And he's like, no, you can have it. I was like, no, it wasn't like that. I'm like, no, you can have. I'm like, no, really, it was not like that. But like he, not forced me, but he was insisted that I took it. And I did.
And it's been keeping you warm ever
and
since.
He took it back now that I'm back with him. It's actually like, don't even feel proud or anything. As soon as we were back together, he's been wearing the jacket again. Oh no, when we got together. So then they went to stage, and I was looking at him on stage thinking,
he's nice.
That's the one. No. Like
that's the one.
Yeah, like that's my guy now.
Wow.
Yes. And then we danced after. I was like, can we dance together?
Yeah. Which kind of dancing? Because on this
just
show, when we
like
say,
there was something so I had to perform.
Okay.
Like,
and the rest is history. I want to talk a little bit more because I mean you talk a lot about your private life, but I don't think people have heard. I've never heard the story of how you and Murder got on, and we'll talk about Baby Sante as well. We'll do it. Nolusando's side eyeing me already. We'll do it on the other side of news. We are in conversation with DJ Zinhle on Yourstory. How has being a mom to two now and a wife changed your life?
It's amazing. I love it. I really love my family.
Yeah.
I love my kids. They're so entertaining. They're so cute. Just I feel like I was born to be a girl mom.
Yeah.
Like, they're so stunning.
And being a wife?
It's amazing because Moed is such a kind guy, such a cool guy, such an amazing guy. I mean, I'm obsessed with him because he's so talented and so kind. But we live a very peaceful life together.
And you also live, I'm not going to say a separate life, but when it comes to work, at least it's separate.
Yeah, super separate.
You guys arrive separately.
We have different teams. We have different sounds. We have different everything.
Yeah, that it makes you nervous to play in front of your man.
Oh, and he knows. I can't do it. I mean, he was Black Motion.
Yes,
and he's always going to be Black Motion, but he is so good. We were just talking, and you were saying that. You emceed at a show where we were both playing, and he played first and left. That's the best scenario
when
for
he
me.
goes. Yes.
When he goes, sometimes he'll find out that he's playing at the same show as me, and then he'll want to come early. I'm like, no.
I was just surprised because at that
don't
event
come early.
where they were both booked and they were both the two DJs. They had two different green rooms. They arrived separate times, different teams, and two different setup teams.
Yeah.
I don't even think they saw each other at that gig.
No. But we've also had shows where I'm like, where are you playing? It's like, I'm doing Mutasa. I'm like, I'm also doing Mutasa. Oh, okay,
wow.
cool. All right. Well, I'm sure we never think we're playing together. And then we're like, what time's the flight? Oh, no, mine is at this time. Oh, can I drive with you? Cool. I'll drive with you. And then we get there. We're like, hey, we got the same flight. And my brother's like, no, but you guys are playing the same show. You guys are even living in the same room. We're like, no. Who
same
arranged
room or
that?
same hotel?
Same room in the hotel.
Yeah.
Like, who arranged that? Like, no, we spoke to your managers there. But we would never know. Like, I'd find out maybe when I'm at the airport that we're doing the same show. Because it's highly unlikely that people book both of us at the same time.
You speak about how he makes you better. And I think it's always important to be in a relationship with someone who makes you better. In what ways does he make you better?
He is super calm, very peaceful. He does not believe in fighting or creating unnecessary tension. And you know me, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, that's the what? Let's But I've had to calm down and just like also just focus a lot on family values. He loves being home. Like, he loves a good nap and being home. So I also now love those kind of things, just being home all the time. So he is a very calm spirit in my life.
I love that for you. We're going to take it back to the year 2005. when this song was produced by Irish duo Fish Go Deep, featuring the soulful vocals of Tracy K, it became a global club anthem, especially after gaining popularity in the underground house music scenes. It blends smooth, soulful vocals with rich, layered, deep house production, and it's today's Vava's J track as selected by DJ Zinhle. Where does it take you back to?
To Rosebank, to a record store. We used to go there as DJs to buy records, and you'd get there and they'll say, "Oh no, that pack is reserved for Vinny. That pack is reserved for DJ Fresh." Until you were proven to be a good enough DJ, you would just have to take whatever was left.
Yeah.
And I remember when I found that record, I was so happy that I found a big song, because they would bring in a few records and then they'd only reserve them for the top DJs because they had budget to buy. They didn't care about us. And I mean, a record was 100 rand. That's one song for 100 rand. DJing is much cheaper now.
Sure. And did it ever get to a point where they reserved then for you?
No, I mean, by the time, I was starting to get good records because I would go and I had good relationships with the people who were selling there. But if maybe the guy then didn't buy it, they'll be like, okay, if you didn't take this one, do you want it?
Yeah.
And by the time I had built a big enough name, records had faded out. We were no longer using vinyl.
It's today's Vava's J track as selected by DJ Zinhle. Fish Go Deep, The Cure, and The Cause. This track, of course, selected by our Yourstory guest, DJ Zinhle, who herself has a brand new project. It dropped today, no?
It dropped on Wednesday, but it's nice because people think
it dropped today.
So on Wednesday, I dropped it and I dropped it again today.
Okay, fantastic. It's called Zinhle. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a very big deal. Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you. It also marks a deliberate return to that Afro house sound that I'm obsessed with personally.
Listen, this EP is so amazing. You need to listen to it just once.
I heard there's a song called Tando on there, so I'll definitely be listening.
It's the first song.
Oh.
And we are waiting for a wedding from you. So I made you a song.
Wow. Please, my sister.
So that you could finally just do it.
You know, like,
you like it.
She likes to hide things. Like you
yeah,
said,
and she doesn't like it when I put on the spot. But
no, I don't.
And
like, I'm even silent. I don't even have the words.
But I'm just saying, should you ever need a wedding DJ?
Thank you. Yeah, as long as you're not going to charge me, because I imagine you're very expensive.
I made a song for you.
Okay, thank you.
And everyone else who wants to have a wedding, by the way.
Exactly.
Yes.
So go and stream it. It's available on all streaming platforms.
On all streaming platforms. It's a self-titled EP called Zinhle. It's amazing.
I also know you've got Z Nation Fest coming up this weekend. Yes. Booked and busy. Are tickets still available?
Fest. Yes, they still are. We still have general, but VIP. There's two markets. I think there was one that was still available, but VIP Golden Circle sold out, and we still have a few on general. But it's going to be such a good time. It's going to be so amazing. I cannot wait for it to come.
But also, that's just who you are, right? You're a trailblazer. You're iconic. You do things before people even think to do things. I think you've inspired not just women, men as well can take a page from your book.
The Z Nation Fest is bigger than me. I look at the festivals and how they put them together, and I feel like we're the new kids in festivaling, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we say. And we are doing things differently, but the quality of the show that we put out there is incredible, which I'm really proud of. So people must come out and have a good time. It's going to be so amazing.
You're, of course, also playing at Joburg Day on the 5th of September.
Of course I am. When I saw the lineup, I was just like, hopefully I'm in the... And then I saw myself.
Yeah, of course you're in there. Of course you're in there. I think you can't speak about music in South Africa without mentioning DJ Zinhle. I mean, Tamara Day is playing our mix today, and I know she's not here yet, but I know she was a very big part of your journey as well. Thank you for not stopping. Like, over the decades, as things change, as we move from vinyls to CDs to USBs, it's so beautiful to see you evolve and learn. You're not afraid to learn, which is something I love about you. You ask questions, and you're also not afraid to give advice. So thank you for playing a sisterly role to me personally. Yay. We absolutely love you, Zinhle, and we wish you nothing but the best of successes. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Zinhle!
From the big moments
To the day-to-day grind.
we're delving deep into your story
Story
on 947 Drive
with Tando.